Hi everyone, I'm Sylvia, and today we're going to be doing a 30-minute session called the Sun Sequence or Surya Namaskara. It's a total well-being package that helps you to lift your heart rate, strengthen tone, release stress, and will fill you with radiant health and vitality. So I hope you enjoy. This is part of the Active at Home program, which is available free from Ipswich City Council. And as always, check with your doctor before you begin a new exercise program, and always work within your own comfort range. This is quite a strenuous sequence in the final third stage, but we'll be working through in stages. The first stage is more gentle, the second stage a little bit more energetic, and the third stage is quite strenuous. So repeating the stages that you feel comfortable with or working through with me to the final third stage. So enjoy. Coming to the front of your mat, we're going to start in Tadasana. So bring the feet underneath the hips, let the knees come just off lock. The pelvis is neutral, so you can tip it backwards and forwards and find that place in between that's neutral. Then you're going to take a deep breath in, breathe out, switch on the core by lifting the pelvic floor and the lower abdominals draw in. Then bringing the hands up to the heart center in Namaste or Pranam. Lengthen up through the crown of the head, and if you're a visual person, you might like to imagine that you're standing at the start of the day when the sun is just starting to lift up over the horizon. It's a nice visual to bring into the process. So allowing yourself to visualize that sun rising, opening the hands and extending the arms forward. We're going to inhale and lift, lengthen up through the crown of the head, relax the shoulders, and breathe out and fold at the hips, flowing down. Let the body relax at the base, and then bring the backs of the hands together and unroll all the way back up to the top. Lifting, lengthening, breathing in, breathing out, fold. Bend the knees, core engages, unroll. Folding again, bending the knees, unrolling. Let's do that one more time. Fold. Start the unroll at the base of the spine, all the way up to the top of the neck, lift and lengthen. And then this time, when we go into the fold, you're going to bring your hands down and take your right leg back. The knee comes down, the arms flow back, and then inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, flow forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flow. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, flow forwards. Let the hands come down, about shoulder width apart. Tuck the back toes under and back into a plank. Let's go from the knees. Then you're going to lower yourself down into a cobra. So relax the feet. The body comes down, releasing. We'll do the half cobra first. So let the hands come either side of your face. Awareness to the tailbone, strengthen the core. Inhale, lengthen out of the hips and lift the body up. Bring the elbows down underneath the shoulders. Arms are parallel, fingers can be relaxed, slightly separated. And then awareness to your sternum, and lift the sternum a little. Tuck the chin in to make the back of the neck long. And pause, relaxing the legs, relaxing the buttocks. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, release the head down, relax it. Elbows slide out to the side, hands come back. We're going to lift up into a cat. So first of all, tuck the toes under, push up into hands and knees, and bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Neutral position, and then curl the tailbone under, arching the back. Inhale, tailbone extending away, sternum lengthening away from the hips. Tuck the chin in slightly, and then curling up again. Breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. Just be careful not to overarch the lower back if you've got a hypermobile lumbar spine. Coming back to neutral, we're going to take that right foot forward again. let the arms flow back. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and release. Inhaling, coming up. Lift the gaze. Exhale, relax. And again. Let's do one more. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. You can check that when you go down. Release the hands. Tuck the toes under. Straighten the leg. Step forward. And then unroll all the way up to the top. That's one round. Let's go again. Unrolling. Make it a nice fluid movement. And then hinge forward. Unroll. And fold. Breathing out. Inhale, lifting energy and vitality. And exhaling, releasing and letting go. Let's do that one more time. It's such a good movement for the spine. And fold forward. Taking that right leg back again, the knee comes down, the arms flow behind, the body is over the thigh, and lift. Exhale, check the position of your ankle as you go down. You want the knee over the top. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, inhale. Let's do one more. Bring the hands down. We're going to go back into a plank. So this time, if you want to, you can do a full length plank. Drawing the navel up towards the body. Strong through the shoulders. Shoulders over the wrists. Body in a long straight line. And then bring the knees down and relax down. Keep the elbows tucked in as you lower. And then we're going to go into the Sphinx again. So the hands come up either side of the face. Forehead comes down. Relax. Core engages. Sweep the spine, sweep the nose and the chin forward as you lengthen your spine. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Relax there for a moment. Comfortable. Extend up through the crown of the head. Tuck the chin slightly in. Draw your shoulder blades together a little. And then we're going to do a head rotation, just a soft one, keeping the chin parallel. We're going to slightly turn as you breathe out. Just to activate the muscles in the neck. Come back to center. Breathe in, breathe out to turn. Breathe into the front. And then release the head. Let the neck relax. Lying back down again. We're going to lift up into a plank from the knees or full length. Let's do it from the knees first. Hands slide back a little bit more, core engages, lift up, and then full length. And then we're going to take a little step forward and come into the cat again. So arching up, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Breathing out and breathing in. See if you can make it a ripple that starts at the tailbone each time. And ends with the head. And then we're going to take that right foot forward, so back to neutral, right foot goes forward, arms go back, inhale, lift and lengthen, exhale, come forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Then bring that left leg forward and unroll all the way to the top. And then fold forward. Unrolling. And then folding. Bringing the hands back to the heart and pausing for a moment. Just feel the effect that movement series has had on the body. And then we're going to go into stage 2. A little bit more strenuous, but take it at your own pace, within your own comfort range, and enjoy. So we'll start with the hands offering out again, inhaling, lifting. Hinge at the hips, fold forward. Unroll. We'll do a few of these. Lift and lengthen, folding, unrolling. Last one. Unroll. And this time take that right leg back. You can take it into a wider position now. You can really allow the hip to open, but make sure the knee stays over the ankle. That's a safety issue for your knee joints. Then you're going to let the arms flow back. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Inhale, expanding the heart center up towards the sky. Let the weight of your hips sink down at the same time as your upper body lifts and extends away. And this time we're going to go back into a full length plank or from the knees. Take that front leg back, hold high, extend out through the crown, through the soles of the feet. Pause for a few breaths if you're comfortable. If not, drop the knees. Then you're going to lift up into a downward facing dog. Lift the hips, push back and up. Walk the feet down one at a time. The feet are about hip width apart. Then start to bring both heels down. If that's not comfortable for you, take the feet out a little bit wider. Take a wide stance dog. Pause, tailbone and sit bones extending up. Lengthening through the spine, relaxing through the shoulders. Let the head be relaxed through the neck. And then bring the feet back in towards each other. And we're going to go down into a front lying position. There's two ways that you can do this. You can drop the knees and come down the way we did before, or you can release through almost like a reverse push-up and relax. Head comes down. We're going to go into the cobra this time, the full cobra. So the hands come up either side of your head. And in this style of yoga, the lower body stays relaxed. We work the core, we work the lower back muscles. So try to keep the buttocks and the legs nice and relaxed. Awareness comes to your tailbone, and you're going to inhale and then lengthen up from the base up towards the top of the head, extending out through the crown. And we're going to lift up. You can stop in the Sphinx if you like, or if you're coming into the full cobra, the hands come under the shoulders, elbows stay tucked in, lengthen from tailbone through to crown and work those back muscles. You can push down a little bit through the hands and release. Let's do that again. Breathe out, core engages, breathe in, lengthen, and then release. One more. And then release. Coming up into a plank, either to your knees or full length, quite a strong position. And then up into a downward facing dog again. Walk those heels down. Tailbone lengthens back and up. Heels come down, or the feet can come wide for a moment. Rest there. And then bring the feet back in and get ready to take the right leg forward. So coming onto your fingertips, the left knee goes down, the arms go back, lifting and releasing. And then let the hands come down, tuck the back toes under, step forward, and then unroll all the way up to the top. Inhale, lift and lengthen, exhale, release. Bend the knees, unroll the spine, and flow into a forward bend once more. And then bring the hands back to the heart. And if you're happy to work on to the next stage, we're going to do standing, a higher position for the runner. So let's begin again. Pausing for a moment, grounding yourself, feeling the weight of your body coming down through the long bones of the legs. Pelvis is neutral, sternum lifts. And then we're going to scoop the hands out. Inhale. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. Unrolling again, using your core to build the spine up each time. Engage the core at the base and unroll. Lift your energy. One more time. And this time, we're going to bring the hands down, but take the leg back, and you can come into a wide, low runner. Keeping the knee off the ground, the arms go back. You're going to inhale, lift and lengthen, and then release. Core needs to be engaged. Let the hands come down. We'll take that leg back into a full length plank. Pause. Let the chest be nice and broad, the arms strong, wrists under shoulders. Lengthen out through the crown, core engaged, drawing up towards the spine with the navel. Then we're going to lift up into the downward facing dog. Tailbone and sit bones go back and up. Walk the heels down. Then you can bring both feet down. You can step out wide if you want to. Again, nice variation. Admire the world from an upside down position. Inversions are good for letting go and releasing. Bring the feet back in. We're going to go back into a plank, pause for a few breaths, and then we're going to lower down. Keep the elbows tucked in and down onto the tummy. And for the full length, the full cobra, the hands start under the shoulders. Forward down, relax, take a couple of breaths. Engage the core, inhale. Lengthen the spine from the tailbone up through the crown of the head. And push down through the hands, keep the elbows well tucked in, and release. See if you can keep the buttocks and the legs relaxed. A bit different from other styles. Very effective for strengthening the back. And this time we're going to push up into a plank again. Full length, up into the dog. Walk the feet up and down. Push both feet down. If you've got a very flexible lumbar spine, make sure you don't overflex through the lower back. Keep the ribs and the hips together in the front body. And then we're going to take a little step forward, or a big one. Right foot forward, left knee down, hands go back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, relax. Inhale, lift. Exhale, relax. Inhale, lift. Exhale, relax. One more. Let the weight sink down through the legs, upper body rises. Bring the hands down, straighten out that back leg, step forward and unroll back up to standing. And just a few unrolling motions. And then bringing the hands back to the heart. Pausing for a moment, feeling the effect of that sequence. You can release the hands and stand in the mountain pose for a few breaths. Feel the weight come down through the legs into the feet. Lower body sinking down towards the ground. Upper body rising up out of the hips. Shoulders can be back and down. And then we're going to come down onto the mat just to do a few stretches to finish with. So we'll lie on our backs with our legs bent and hug the knees into the chest. squeeze them up and down, in and out. Rock from side to side. And then bring the feet down onto the ground. We'll just do a few little stretches to make sure we reset the muscle length in the hips and the glutes. So we're going to do a thread the needle. Take the ankle of your left leg over to your right. Take your left hand through the little hole that you make. Take a hold of the other hand so that you're grasping your right leg, and then lie back down. If you find that difficult, you may need a strap. It's quite all right to use a strap to do that so that you can let the head rest. Take a deep breath in, breathe out and relax. And as you relax, start to bring the leg in closer to the body. Take it into a level that's comfortable for you, the point of first resistance. And breathe naturally. Just let those muscles have the time they need to stretch. And then relax. Take the other leg, swap it over. Hand goes through the hole, now holding onto your left leg. Lie back down again. Use the sash if you need to. It's quite common for both sides of the body to be different from each other. Breathe in, breathe out, and draw the knee into the chest. With every out breath, feeling the body softening a little bit more. Relax that lower leg. Relax the grip, relax your shoulders. And then releasing. We'll go back to the first side. Breathing out, allowing your body to soften, releasing the lower leg, releasing the tension through the buttocks. Breathing in, imagining that you're taking spaciousness into the areas that might feel a little bit tight or that are talking to you. Take the breath in there, create softness, expansiveness. Breathe out and soften a little bit more. See if you can relax through your shoulders, relax the neck and the head. Have a soft smile on your face. And then we'll go back to the other side. If you find that this position is quite difficult, another way that you can do this is to just cross the legs quite close. It's a little bit more gentle, so that you grasp both legs behind and draw them into the chest. So that's a modification if you find the other one a little bit tricky for your hips. Softening, relaxing into the position. And then let that go. We're going to do the Maltese cross, one of my favourite postures. So hug the knees into the chest again. Let the left leg come into the body, the right leg extends down on the mat. Then take the left arm out at shoulder height, let your left toes come over to your right knee, and then you're going to roll over towards your right hip. Keep your upper body anchored as you go over. The aim is not to roll as far over as you can go and let the shoulder lift off. That's going to, you're going to lose the stretch in your lower body. So let your upper body relax onto the ground. You can turn the head to look down the length of that arm, or you can look straight up. Take a few deep breaths and see how you feel. If there's any little adjustments that you need to make while you're here to be more comfortable, make them. For instance, some people feel that they need to shift the hips a little bit so that you can relax in a more balanced way. If you're very flexible, you might like to extend the top leg. And if you do that, then you want to aim to get the leg and the arm parallel to each other and in a relaxed way, so that your leg's not suspended or hanging. You want to let the toes touch down. Excellent. And this is a relaxation posture, so you don't need to hold any tension in the body. just soften and relax against the ground. And then allowing that knee to bend, to come back in. Straighten yourself up, hug the knees into the chest. Little rock from side to side. Bring the feet down and just notice how that feels, and then we'll repeat on the other side. So take the right leg in, extend the left leg, take your right toes over to your left knee, right arm goes out at shoulder height, rolling over, shuffling the hips a little if you need to, and then feel the openness of the heart center, the arm extending, and look down the length of that extended arm. And once more, if you feel like you'd like to go into the full version, we're aiming to get the arm and the leg parallel and in a relaxed position. So you could support your foot on something if you wanted to, but don't just leave it hanging out there, because that will just bring tension into the lower body. Taking natural breaths. Feeling the effect that the breath has on the body as you relax in this position. And then releasing, you bend the knee, roll back out, hug the knees up into the chest. Again, just to open up the lower back, cross the feet at the ankles, have a little circle there. Lower body nice and relaxed now. Go the other way, and then we're going to finish off with a very short connection on the earth in Makarasana. So coming over onto your tummy, let the feet come wide, the toes point out, the heels flop in, rest the head on the backs of the hands, and breathe out and sigh the breath away. A few deep breaths to really relax and let go. You stay there on your tummy. I'm coming up. I'm just going to talk you through a short relaxation. We're going to feel the contact of the belly against the ground as we breathe. Feel the pressure as you breathe in and the release and the softness as you breathe out. And then you might like to imagine that you have a strong connection through your navel center, your solar plexus, with the earth beneath you. And as you breathe in, you're going to imagine that you're breathing up the qualities that you associate with the earth, like strength, resilience, and endurance, courage. And as you breathe out, you may like to release and let go of anything that's no longer serving you. So let go of tiredness, let go of tension, anything specific, anything from a long time ago or maybe yesterday, and then just allow yourself to feel that you're breathing in and topping up with all of the positive qualities that we associate with the earth, and as you breathe out, you're releasing and letting go of tension. Just a few more moments to really settle on the earth, supported and grounded. And then when you're ready, you can begin to bring the legs back together. Push up into hands and knees and back into extended child, and bring yourself back up to sit, and time to finish. Thank you.